Welcome back to Saints Corner. Hey, you didn't think I was gonna come back? I came back. Okay, today we're talking about the Michael movie. It dropped yesterday, and I have comments. Okay, comments, concerns, questions. All right, so step one: did I buy a ticket? Mind your business. Okay. Maybe somebody bought it for me. Maybe something happened. I don't know. But we're not talking about that. What we do need to talk about is this the Joe Jackson movie? Because at this point, if you've seen it, this is Joe Jackson's movie. This is not Michael. Okay, I feel like Joe Jackson got hella screen time and this ain't his movie? No, baby. This is his movie. But anyway, the point is, Nia Long ate down. Nia Long, I was not ready, sis. I was not familiar with your game. No, I'm just playing. I've been familiar with your game. But like, you did, girl, you still got it. Like, you would think it's Friday. Like, she was still in the movie Friday. Like, she still delivers every moment. As an actor, I just love everything she did. Like, when she was sitting on the couch eating ice cream with Michael, I'm just like, she ate that down. She ate the ice cream. Oh my goodness, it was so good. I am disappointed. I think that's the overall statement is like, did I pay for this movie? Because if I did, I would have been very disappointed. Because allegedly. Because here's the thing. Where was the Wiz? I'm so pissed. Where was the Wiz? Like, let me explain the Wiz to y'all. So the Wiz is where, first of all, Diana Ross discovered Michael and the Jackson 5. And as far as I remember, I think they did have a little cameo where there was this woman who introduced them on stage. I think that was supposed to be Diana Ross, but they didn't make it clear. And the next thing was Diana Ross and him had a beautiful relationship that they did not highlight. I guess it wasn't important. But on the set of The Wiz, that is where Michael Jackson met Quincy Jones. Why is that important? It's important because Michael's career up until meeting Quincy Jones, he was flopping in his solo career. He could not make a hit to save his life. He was always being scrutinized by Joe Jackson, and once he finally found Quincy, they started doing the Off the Wall album, and that's when things started to turn around. We need to talk about Michael's flops, but instead this movie is like a highlight reel, so they only really want to talk about the good that happened in Michael's career, which I get it, but I wanted the real. And the real is, The Wiz was a turning point in his career. He wanted to get into movies, and this was a great opportunity for him, but there were certain people who didn't even want him in the movie. So he had to prove himself. And he was living in New York for the set of the movie, while shooting the movie. And this was around the time where, oh my God, I should know her name. But the girl who played Dorothy on Broadway, hold on, because I have a computer right in front of me. You can wait. Don't click off the video. Who played Dorothy in The Wiz on Broadway? Sorry, this is important. Stephanie Mills. See, it didn't take that long. Okay, Stephanie Mills had a crush on Michael. And Michael used to go visit the Wiz on Broadway like all the time. So did Diana Ross. And essentially, Stephanie Mills was doing his laundry. Yes, they skipped all of this. And she was like, ooh, that's gonna be my man one day. Ooh, and so they went on a date to Studio 54 one day. And I think she was like 16 at the time, which really don't make sense. I'm like, wait, was she 16 on Broadway and going to Studio 54? Maybe she didn't go to Studio 54 with him. I don't know. All of that, that's details I don't really know. But what I do know is that Diana Ross was also close to Michael, but it was like a big sister kind of relationship. But allegedly, they said she did spend the night at his New York apartment one time. And I think Michael was living with LaToya, his sister, in New York. and they didn't talk about that chapter of his life at all. They skipped right over it. So anyway, the Wiz is super important. It really opened doors for him, and we just skipped it. So that bothered me. All right, next topic. Whooping Michael in a movie as a kid is wild to me. Like, OMG! Do we have no class? Where is the decorum? The fact that we as black people are so desensitized to getting whooped in the middle of in the beginning of the movie, it wasn't even 5 minutes in. That's crazy. Like, Joe Jackson pulled, because this is the Joe Jackson movie. He pulled off the belt and yak, boom, back. I'm just like, Michael didn't even do nothing. He didn't even deserve that whooping. I was like, these white people gonna watch this movie and be like, this is why we don't whoop our children. Like, I just feel it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm glad Quincy Jones was in the movie. They did have Quincy Jones in the movie, but they didn't talk about the meeting and Michael's flops. I already said that. So anyway, you get it. Anyway, the Pepsi commercial thing was inaccurate. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but ain't that where like the vitiligo or like his skin got turned white? All they did was give him a bald spot in the top of his head, and I just was like, I thought this was the turning point where he turned white. So I was super confused how they kept him black after the Pepsi commercial thing. Now, it's sad that the Pepsi commercial situation was something his dad, Joe Jackson, forced him to do. But this is the Joe Jackson movie, so can we really be surprised? He didn't turn white. I'm just confused. Can somebody help me understand? When was he supposed to turn white if it wasn't during the Pepsi commercial accident? Okay, anyway, whatever. Is there a sequel we missing? Because the second half of his life just wasn't there. But then they said his story continues at the end. So I think that answers my question. Yes, there probably will be a sequel. Anyway. Where was Blanket? Where was Blanket? I'm sitting here ready for Blanket to be held over the banister. Like, that's iconic. Oh, sorry. I'm too excited. Sorry. Oh, y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Or too late. But like, wait. Where was Blanket? Y'all don't understand. Michael Jackson is famous and all, but so is Blanket. Like, who names their child Blanket? Like, that's iconic to me. What you want your child name to be? Blanket. He was in the hospital. Baby mama just delivered the child. The doctor walk in like, what do y'all want to name your bundle of joy? Blanket. Okay, King. Okay. They all lived in a house together. I'm trying to understand this part. How y'all all live in that mansion together? And y'all was rich? The fact that I'm not living with my dad and I'm the #1 pop star in the country? Make that make sense, y'all. That just didn't add up to me. I'm like, I can understand living with your mom because you love your mom, but Michael's room was full of toys. I was just like, this is giving, he didn't grow up. He's definitely in Neverland. Like, okay. Yeah, because the toys, like, he just had so many toys. And then they had like this fake Toys R Us. We all knew it was Toys R Us, but they had this fake Toys R Us in the movie. And Michael just buying all these toys, and I'm just like, all right. They said it was AI in the movie, and was it the monkey? Like, I think the monkey was AI. And that do make sense because the monkey was like super affectionate and super like giving poses, and you know what I'm saying? Like the monkey was a little too demure. I'm like, that's not a real monkey. So that can make sense. But where else was the AI, out of curiosity? were the crowd's AI, because that's a lot of background actors. That was a whole stadium 1 or 2 times. So did they really fill up a whole stadium, or did they just AI generate a bunch of people? Somebody tell me in the comments. The nose job was tea. The nose job was tea. You can't tell me nothing about that nose job, sis. He ate down with that nose job. I'm not even a fan of like cosmetic surgery for real, but that he ate down. The dancing was tea. The dancing was good. His nephew could definitely dance. That he didn't miss a beat. He did all the moves. The one move they missed was the lean move. I'm not about to try it because you're not about to see me fall. Where he like leans forward and he does that like Smooth Criminal moment. But I don't know if we've talked about Smooth Criminal in this movie or not. So maybe they just didn't get to it. I think Smooth Criminal was at the end, but they just never did the lean move where he just like looked like he about to fall forward, but then he like jerks back. I wanted to see that. And he really did look like him. Like, okay, look at this. I want to put a side by side. Michael and his nephew. Michael and his nephew do kind of look alike. They ate with that. And then they said the sequel is coming out 2029 or 2030. Why is it taking so long? I don't understand. We ain't got all day. Hurry up. Drop that thing next year. Y'all should have been prepared. This could have been a rehearsal. We could have been ready. Come on now. I want both movies back to back. If what's the name can do it, if Wicked can drop movies back to back, so can you. Okay? Dang, y'all making us look bad. Come on. So, kick the camera. Oops. If I had to rate it, I would give it I fell asleep. The way I fell asleep twice. Because I watched it and yeah, no comment. But yeah, I fell asleep. So the ending was the ending was boring. Everybody was complaining about the ending, and I get it. I was bored. I was like, what's the theme? What's the message? What's the overall arc? Because I've seen movies where they have a storyline. This movie didn't really have a strong storyline. So I want to say 7 out of 10. I wish it was higher, but I think that's me being nice. It's the Joe Jackson movie. They missed a lot of important parts. There was no like clear Diana Ross. They didn't have Stephanie Mills at all, as if she was dust, honey. They said, who? Where? What? I'm like, oh my goodness, she was important, I guess. But maybe that's just in my little 2 cents. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by to my little world. This is Saints Corner, where I talk about whatever I want to talk about because it's my channel. And I'm going to continue to do this. So please like, subscribe, comment your 2 cents because I want to hear it. And it's love. Have a great week. Have a great day. And go watch the Michael movie if you want to. Because I warned you, it's the Joe Jackson movie. And if you've seen it, what's your rating and what is your opinion down here? All right, give me a comment and tell me what you think. All right, deuces.